Alrighty, guys. So back today with another amazing robot. All right. So my idea for this robot, and you guys can interpret it however you want. I'm thinking of once again having two robots, and I want one to shoot paintballs at people, and I want one that can roll around with like something to show people where to go for safety. All right.
Like if there's an intruder?
Yes, exactly. That's what.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
I like that.
Okay. So yeah.
Wait, why are we gonna do that though? Wait, why?
Wait. Hold on, Mason. I sent you the plans, right?
I think you did.
Okay. Can you explain them to me?
All right, here. Let me just. So while we are doing it, I got my iPad that is just invisible.
Oh, I like
so
that.
right now it's telling me that the reason we are doing it is because instead of dealing with people with dangerous force, we just want to mark them so that actual people can with actual like the police force just could arrest them. Because if we were to go and shoot somebody, we would be in crap. But if somebody with more power than us, like the police force or anything else,
The Mars police.
yeah.
I get it. So that way we know who they are. And then what about the second robot?
Second robot? So no. But so instead of having somebody else walk somebody out of a fire, we can use a robot. Because while having somebody that could get out of somewhere, because if we have maybe 3 people on staff that could direct somebody out, they're not going to be in the right spot where there are people in danger. So it'd be smarter to have robots that know how to get places as fast as possible, that aren't getting stopped by people, that can just get there on the fly and then direct people out.
I like it. All right. So we got the concept. We've got the design. How exactly are we going to do this?
So how we're gonna do the safety robot that's gonna get everybody out, we're gonna have them have loudspeakers on there to make sure that everybody can hear the robot, and make them have really, really bright, annoying, obnoxious lights so they know where they are.
I like that.
Okay? And just get them out. So it'll have a GPS in there to find the shortest and safest route to safety. Okay? That's the first robot.
That sounds like, okay, we got our design down. I think Gabe's doing his happy dance. All right. I think we're good. All
For the
right.
paintball robot,
Noah, do you have anything to say?
No, you guys seem to have it all under control without me.
Okay.
Awesome. Alrighty, guys. That's our first bit down. Alrighty, guys. So, I like the enthusiasm, Gabe. So, let's kind of move on. All right, let's talk about some of the details. Let's start getting involved with that. Let me mention some of the pros of this. Obviously, I came up with the concept. Mainly, so we don't have to hire people. Also, think of it. If an intruder comes in with something that could harm a person, and the thing that's kind of labeling it or that's dealing with the threat is not human, well, it doesn't matter what that person has. It doesn't matter if it dies. Perfect. If it gets hurt, damaged, dies, it's replaceable. Humans' lives, they aren't, guys. So that's kind of a big pro of doing this. Also, saves me a lot of money because I can use the same robot for 50 years. It does the same thing unless we come up with something else. But then we sell it, get our money back. It's just 1,000,000 times cheaper, okay? Thank you, Mason. And yeah, those are kind of the pros. Can any of you guys think of anything that might kind of contradict what I'm saying?
The only problems I kind of see with our design is maybe the robots might not be able to fully detect if someone's an intruder or not. They might be kind of disguised. If there's a spy, I don't know how the robots are going to be able to detect that. Another problem I can see is if the person is wearing a red shirt and then they get hit with a red paintball, we're not going to know that they're.
That's why my paintballs usually aren't just one solid color; they're multicolored.
Oh, we could use multicolored
That's a
paintballs.
really good
That's a
idea.
good solution to our problem.
That is.
Okay.
Wink, wink. Another thing, I think it's time for us to go over our design choices. What Mason mentioned with multicolored
Yeah,
paintballs.
that is smart. This is the kind of stuff I love to see from our group. Good job, Mason.
I love this. So we got that. Also, let's try to think of material-wise. Like I said, these robots were meant to. Whilst they are meant to take a hit instead of a human being, I would like it if they could take a hit and still get back up. Alrighty. So I'm thinking for material-wise, we use something that can
partially seized.
really take a hit, you know, something
Really
like,
take a
yeah, like a good, you know, something,
Yeah.
exactly, something like maybe some Kevlar, some metal. I like it, Mason, and like, yeah, thinking that we use good materials so we have a good robot. And then, yeah, another thing is obviously good company. We're gonna use high-end components, reduce any of the errors that's gonna happen, but we do this for all of our robots, all right?
Yeah, I like that.
All right, anybody have any questions about this?
You could save 10 grand if we use aluminum alloys instead of straight titanium. Titanium is very, very expensive and it's hard to work with. If we use aluminum alloys, it'd be very cheaper.
So robots with aluminum alloys. That
I
sounds
like
good.
that, yeah.
Cheaper,
You only
We can mass produce them.
save some money.
I mean, well, we could Kevlar reinforce the insides, but the problem is the bullets themselves. If we face an intruder with a gun, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we have a lot of those in Tampa, but
Yeah.
like the initial shock from the bullet is the problem. It's not that it punches a hole; it's just the shock.
Alrighty, well, I'm definitely gonna put that into our design. Alrighty, before we get into like the code and the stuff that's going on, can we just have a quick like dance party?
Okay, so real quick, we're going to take a look at the robot simulation for this week. On the left side here, we have the line follower, and on the right side, we have the paintball robot. So as we start the simulation, if you look quickly on the left side, you'll see how the line follower quickly tries to adjust itself to that big white line so that it can follow the line better. I only have it running for a short amount of time just for the simulation, just so it doesn't go off screen. And then over here on the right side, you can see that the paintball robot has shot all of its paintballs. For this demonstration, just kind of demonstrated that it shoots the paintballs that we needed to shoot. Now quickly we're going to look at the code for the paintball robot because it's the only really unique code that we have for this week. Right here we have the function that actually shoots the paintballs, which is the most important part. You can see the speed at which the paintballs are being shot right here is 100, which is the max that it can shoot, at least for this program. And then the degree at which it's being shot, it's the angle, and then the delay between each shot right there so that we don't like jam up the gun or anything like that.
Alrighty, guys.
Yeah!
So let's finish this project off with a bang, alrighty? So let's kind of go into our stuff at the end, you know? Like our problems, our solutions, okay? Can somebody talk about one of the big problems we faced?
It's Matt. One of the problems with our robots, unbelievably expensive. Gold-plated wires, the actual body of the thing, like all the circuitry, it's unbelievably expensive. So I realized I was looking at it and noticed most of the expenses came from the titanium outer body of the robot, the exoskeleton.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking we could either switch to steel or we could switch to an aluminum alloy. Both of those would be thousands of dollars cheaper, but I think steel's a little bit heavier, but aluminum alloys might be the best case to go.
Alrighty, I like it. Anything else?
Another problem that we kind of faced was like the coloring stuff, like red paintball, red shirt. Thankfully,
Black paintball, black shirt.
thankfully, he was like, Mason was like, multicolored paintball. And I'm like, yes, sir, multicolored paintball. And it's a good solution because then, let's take a red shirt, get hit with a blue, red, yellow shirt or paintball, then he would have multiple.
Yeah,
and then we would
You
see him be
don't-
like, oh, yo, you beat that. Anyways, yeah.
Alrighty, I like that. Okay, we got our problems, our solutions. Let's kind of go down the line, starting with our robot buddy now. Noah, would you like to tell us what you've learned today?
Yeah, what did you learn, being dead and with the mafia? They kidnapped you. What did you learn?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, the Mafia, they're a little weird, you know? They kind of like taught me how to do all the coding and all that.
No, yeah.
So I was able to do all the coding for our robots this week, kind of give them a little break. So I kind of did that for them. I learned how to do all that and make the simulation and all that, like work all together.
That is splendid, Noah.
It's really.
I'm so glad to
Did
hear.
you happen to die in a car, Noah?
Not yet, but they kind of got me trapped in one right now.
That's pretty awesome.
Okay.
Alrighty. Let's go down the line. Dylan, what did you learn?
So I learned that you have to get people's attention. I mean, like, if I'm just like Mason, like, here, come over here. Instead of Mason, get over here. He's gonna listen more, you know. So that's why we gotta have the really, really loud, like sirens, lights, all that good stuff.
Yes.
Big lights. Make sure people will pay attention to you.
Okay.
Mason.
Alrighty. I love that. Kind of taking the tone down a little bit. I'm going to talk about the manufacturing. I mean, Mason kind of covered it, you know. But yeah, you can get good quality parts without having them be super expensive. You don't need the gold-plated wires. You just need wires with gold in them. Put copper in there too. Put a little bit of silver. Makes the perfect match. All right. Sometimes you want the best of both, and you know that's what I've kind of taken in this week. Gabe, what about you?
You know, I really learned a lot about, you know, how we can work together as a team to solve problems. Because, like, a lot of times I see problems, you know, we gotta tackle them ourselves individually. But being able to tell you guys the problem, and you guys help me with the solution, I mean, that helped a lot. So that really helped me. I learned some teamwork and team building skills.
That's awesome.
Booyah!
I like that.
Okay.
All right, let's finish it with a banger, Mason.
Banger.
Banger learning lesson. What did you learn?
Hey, McRib back at McDonald's.
So what did you learn during the
back-
project?
No, yeah, that's pretty good. But yeah, I'm kind of on Gabe with this.
I learned that we can use less expensive compounds, lighter compounds for the robots, and that maybe we don't need to dump 20 grand into a custom built system.
Yeah. All right. I really like that. I really like yours. I really like yours.
I really
how
like yours.
Aw, so sweet. I really like Noah's too, even though he's kind of been like kidnapped and stuff. But yeah, that's really awesome. All right, can we get a lean on three? Lean on three. All right. 1, 2, 3.